Good workout. Now we need breakfast and to get to work. Let's get it. Hey, it's your girl Serene and welcome back to my channel. So today, which would be I don't know which one, but anywho, today I want to discuss some upcoming trials I would be paying attention to and reporting back on. And I also want to discuss my feelings of the verdict of the Ahmaud Arbery case. So for those who, which I don't know why you wouldn't know, but in case you don't, all three men were found guilty. Travis McMichael was guilty of all 9 counts. Gregory McMichael was only found guilty of 8 counts. And William Bryan was found guilty of 6 counts. So basically, I'm happy about the verdict. I don't know about everybody else out here, but I think they got exactly what they deserve. I do consider this a modern day lynching. I hope and pray this sends a message that you cannot just hunt somebody down and shoot them because they're black running down the street. Because that's basically why this young man was shot. Because he was black running down the street. As far as him being on a construction site, because that's what it was. It wasn't their property. It was not their property. They had not even had a conversation about what was going on at the property with the owner. Not one. Not one. Furthermore, I hope the neighbors in the community, especially ones that testified in court on the McMichaels and, well, I'm going to say McMichaels because I think only one of them knew Mr. Bryan. But I just hope that them neighbors that testified understand the gravity that this young man lost his life for being nosy. For being curious about what was going on in the construction of a home. Something that millions of Americans do every day. Every day. I mean, and I feel like the fact that the homeowner, the fact that he told the police that the young man hadn't stolen nothing or touched anything, and even the police said to the McMichaels that the owner said he hadn't stole anything or touched anything. They were so hell-bent on he just had to be doing something wrong that no one played attention to that. No one paid attention to that important sentence. Not one of them neighbors. Not even the nutcase of a woman that was sending her husband out in the middle of the night with his gun to look to see what was going on. God forbid something had happened to him. Girl, bye. What were you be sitting doing? Wishing you hadn't sent him out there? I remember when the prosecutor during the trial asked her, why would you send your husband out there when you know you feel it's danger out there, unknown danger? You don't even know what the danger could be. Well, I feel God's watching over him. And no, boo, like she said, why? I'll tell you why. Because your little bubba's thinking, oh, that little black boy is back again and we need to get him. Just like the McMichaels and just like Brian. You need to check yourselves. Every last one of y'all. Little neighbors over there. Yeah. And the one lady, what was her name? Sue. It was something. It was a cute name too. But she had the 3 boys. Or 2 boys. I think it was 2 boys. Saying that they were scared to play outside at night because of what. Why would you allow your children, to your next door neighbor basically, to scare your children into believing that it's such danger in their neighborhood that your children is scared to play outside for nothing? For nothing. The thing is, all the stuff that was stolen out of these cars were what I like to sum up as teenage crimes. It sounds like some teenagers going in the car because they see it's unlocked and saying, hey, why not? And just taking stupid stuff. The only one who had something actually stolen worth money would be the one neighbor whose husband's tools was stolen. And even then, it was only like 4 different tools she named that was stolen that came out in the trial. The rest of them, you had CDs and coins stolen. And then to top it all off, all 4 of the cars that were broken in, doors were unlocked. They wasn't locked. What boils down to it for me is, and I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, white America has always had this internal fear that us black people are just going to rise up and take them all out or do something harmful, something hurtful to them. And I feel it's from a guilty conscience because of all the things they have done to us. And now they have this guilty conscience and fear that we're going to rise up and give them what probably they do deserve in the end. But unfortunately, well, now I'm not even going to say unfortunately, I'm going to say fortunately, our people has not done that. And all my people have only asked for one thing, really, and that's to be recognized as we're just like you. We're humans like you. We put our pants on 1 foot at a time like you. We breathe, eat, and sleep, and do everything else like you. We are humans. No matter how much you have tried to deny this and even put it in the Constitution of America that we are not. We are full, 100% human beings. And I just hope that with this verdict, and I cannot wait to the sentencing to see what they end up getting, which I will come back and let you know when that will be, when we know when it will be. And I hope it deter any more modern day lynching going on in any neighborhood or suburbs in America. I hope it sends a message that you just cannot shoot and kill people out here and just get away with it. I also think it is the sweetest, coolest, just, I don't even know how to describe it. To me, it's even a sweeter justice that it was 11 white people and 1 black person that found them guilty. I must say, that was the cherry on top of it. Yes. Even when you set it up to where you thought would work for your clients, and I'm talking to the defense now, discriminated, even tried the cheap tricks of trying to get the community riled up, because I believe that's exactly what Kevin Goff goal was, to a point that he could get a mistrial. He didn't. All you did was just call the preachers out there to pray, and we all know the power of prayer, don't we? And if Mr. Kevin Goff didn't know before, I bet he know now. But anywho, it was some sweet to hear those guilty verdicts from them, from that 11 white people and 1 black person. But let's be honest, it wasn't hard case. It's right there on the video. It literally was right there on the video, but it just hurt my heart to find out what happened before the video even began. But I am curious as to what they thinking, because they pretty much convicted themselves, and that's what's the killer part of this whole case to me. When you think about it, they convicted themselves. And let me tell you how and why. Because Brody recorded it. He recorded it. Not really 100% sure why he turned it on and started recording, but I'm willing to bet money he didn't think it would be what would convict him of a crime in the end. I don't know if he wanted it for the enjoyment of seeing it again. If it was an enjoyment for him, I don't know. I find it disturbing that he was able to go home after the shooting and start working on his porch like he didn't just witness a murder. So that couldn't have been bothering to watch him die. So what other reason would it be to record it? Because I really don't think I don't think it bothered him. I don't think he flinched or cared one bit when he saw the gun and he saw them shoot down. Because I refuse to believe that once he was near the Williams truck and Gregory McMichael was in the back of it with his gun, and I don't believe he didn't see that .357 in his hand. He may not have known Travis had a gun until he got around that bend and he was out there with his gun in his hand. But he did know when he did the last blocking of Ahmaud turning around. Once Ahmaud saw him standing outside the truck with a gun, he tried to turn around and go back down the street. He did not try to go near them. Brian blocked him again. That's what forced him to go the McMichael's way. You saw them guns then, Mr. Brian. You knew they had guns then. You still participated in sending him that way, blocking him and everything, trying to trap him, all of that. So I do wonder, do they understand they convicted themselves? Yeah, because like I say, I don't think Brian realized when he was recording that's what it was. And then the McMichaels was dumb enough to leak the video, post it on the internet, and then when it wasn't getting much views, he had the audacity to ask one of the neighbors if she would share it so it could get more views. So now he's putting the video out there and trying to get views on it. Boy, I bet you they wishing nobody viewed it or that they leaked it now. But the McMichaels, they seem like the type of men that probably blame Brian for all of this, if you ask me. They probably sitting somewhere cursing him to death, honey, since he was the one that recorded it. But, yeah. I'm happy they was convicted. I'm happy his mother don't have to go to court anymore. I'm happy about all of that because as a mother with one child, a son myself, it's scary that somebody could gun your child down out here and then claim it was all in self-defense when they are the one that literally ran down and then shot your child. And that if it's no video of it, it's a possibility that because they have some type of title or past title, they could be believed and gotten away with it. I do feel that the police department should also have to face some. I know that it's a lawsuit, and I think his mother would have no problem winning this lawsuit for the simple fact it's all, again, it's all in the video from the police body cams and all. They didn't even try to help Ahmaud Arbery when they got onto the scene originally, and they spent majority of their time comforting the McMichaels and talking to them versus even making sure whether or not Arbery was dead, alive, or anything. About time an officer got there too, who was willing to put on his gloves and check him, he was dead already at that point. And so I think that his family will get paid for the simple fact there is no way any of them officers would have known from seeing him on that ground that he was dead. He also moved a leg, and I think we saw him take his last breath on the camera, on the video, on the body cam. And so it's no way for them to know that he couldn't have been saved or helped. I would think that once you clear the scene and the police realize they're not in danger, for your first thing would be to check on the victim. Period. You see no weapon on the ground with this young man, but you see two white men with guns, one's bloodied up, and your first thought is to forget the person on the ground and to go check on them. Why? Come on, it's no other reason outside the fact it was a black man. So what does he matter? You went to check on your fellow white man. So yeah, I think their family is definitely going to get paid, and I would think that that police department in that area maybe want to rethink training their officers. I'm just saying. Because, honey, people is pulling out these cameras and they is recording. We're in the era where the first thing people do now is record everything. And I would really hate to know what could have happened with this case if there was no video of it. Seriously. But those are my thoughts on the Ahmaud Arbery case. So I just wanted to share my final thoughts on that ruling of that. There are some new cases that is coming up that I will be watching and paying attention to. And one of those is the Parkland school shooter. He will be sentenced on January 4th, so I'll be letting you know that, which I'm pretty sure he's going to be in jail for life. But yeah, he'll be sentenced on January 4th. He pled guilty to 17 counts of murder and 17 counts of attempted murder. It was 34 counts altogether. Well, really it was 33, so I don't know, it was 17. But anyway, he was found guilty of, well, he pled guilty to 33 counts. So his sentencing is on January 4th. We have a new school shooter in Michigan. So far we have 4 dead and 7 that was injured. 3 was in a hospital. 1 is in critical condition. The others were sent home. I will also be following that. The ex-officer, Kim Potter, who was mistaken her gun for her taser and shot and killed Dante Wright. Her case is picking a jury as we speak. The trial's supposed to start on December 8th. They're almost done picking a jury, and the judge was considering moving that up, so it might start before then. Not sure. I'm sure, will let us know. The other case I am paying attention to is the Missouri State snake farm murder. Ben Riddick, who they believe the wife is the one that killed him, who's Lynn Lee Riddick. I've been paying attention to that too. I'm not, well, I'll discuss that with y'all later, but I'm paying attention to that trial too. Also. So these will be trials that I will be just bring it back to y'all and giving y'all updates on throughout the times they're going on. The Jussie Smollett case also already started, and I'm dipping dabbing in that one. I'm not really paying attention to every detail because I don't, it seems really silly to me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that man was actually attacked or if he actually paid these men to attack him. If he was actually attacked, this is so messed up on so many levels, and it's crazy. If he was not actually attacked and he paid these men to attack him so he can claim to be a victim of discrimination because he's gay, something's wrong with him and he need help. I'm gonna put that out there because yeah, to me it just seemed like one of those, when you think a person have everything they could possibly wish for, then you realize, yeah, they didn't have mental stability, honey, and that matters more than anything they actually got. So, anywho, that is going on, and that's basically what's happening. The gentleman that was originally one of the gentlemen that was originally arrested for attacking him, he testified that he was paid by Jussie Smollett to attack him. So, I guess we see how that goes. But, yeah, so that case is already on trial. And, going through the process. This doomsday couple case, I don't know if I really want to get into it. I don't know if I can stay really, truly understanding, because I don't understand it. So I don't know if I'm going to be bringing you anything about that trial, but I'll see. But these are all trials that's going on in America. And another big trial that's bigger than all the ones I just named, not saying anybody's less than anybody, but the Supreme Court is having arguments right now on the abortion laws. So as women, we definitely want to pay attention to that, because we could be losing rights over our own bodies and the decisions with our own bodies, which we need to find a way to even get that off the menu, so to speak. Because if they have the right to argue what we can and cannot do with our bodies, we need to start having some rights to argue about what they can and can't do with theirs. I'm just saying. So yes, that's all I'm having for you today. If you made it to the end of my video, thank you. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell so you can be made aware every time I upload a video. And go ahead and leave your comments. I love to hear what people's thinking. And if you ask me a question that's appropriate, I definitely will be willing to answer. So, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Mwah.